Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into something super fun and useful. And I am often asked, what is the most functional crochet project that I have ever made? Because people are interested in all of those great tips and ideas. And so today we are going to talk about the 8 most practical crochet projects that I have made that go way beyond scarves and hats and blankets. And these are things that I think you'll use every single day, whether that's at home or outside or on the go. And whether you're going to crochet these ideas for yourself, they also make great gift ideas or even items to sell. They're just so functional and customizable that the ideas are unlimited and they're very beginner friendly. So let's start with the really obvious one. You can make cases and holders for pretty much anything. And if you're like me and wear eyeglasses, that's probably one that you've seen a million different pictures of. But I actually don't use crochet eyeglass cases because I smash them so that my glasses are all in hard cases. But my travel backpack is full of a whole bunch of crochet organizers. Now, my most favorite one, probably the one I use the most, is for my earbuds because that's a really tiny case and I'm always pulling it in and out of my bag on planes, or I'm using it when I go on hikes. And I have made a whole bunch of little cases for them that have little attachments so that I can, again, if I'm out on a hike, attach it to my wallet or attach it to my sunglass case or attach it to something else so I don't lose it. I also love, having a separate case for all of my loyalty cards that I don't really need to kind of get out very often because, do you even need to carry these anymore? Are they on your phone? But keeping them all together and keeping them organized, and things like, crochet hooks or chargers and cables. And I even crocheted for my AirTags to make sure they stay where I put them inside my suitcases. So go on YouTube would be my tip and put in the idea that you're looking for whatever kind of case or whatever thing you find is really frustrating that you're digging out of your purse and constantly losing, or it's a mess. And also because not only will you find a million videos on how to do it and tutorials and ideas and patterns, I also get great little videos that have nothing to do with the actual case, but they're superb tips and techniques for making cases or holders. And this is just one example of how to take, an average standing sewing zipper and crochet right into it so that you actually make a zipper opening for any of the cases that you're making. So again, YouTube, #2 search engine, go through and search your ideas and you will find thousands. The other one that I use every single day and love is, if you are like me and have dogs, then you are going to love dog leashes and collars. And so yes, you can crochet a lot of stuff for your pets. You do have to use a stronger yarn. I would recommend a nylon blend, especially for a big dog, or reinforced cotton. But today you can buy so much quality hardware easily. So things like D-rings or clips or lobster clasps, you'll find all of this easily online, and really good quality ones, so that you can now combine them with crochet and make great sort of collar sets or leash sets with a really cute, very customized, coordinated look. And these again are great gift ideas. Now, when you figured out, your favorite, techniques and tricks and stitches, these also then, same skills, you can make keychains and all these mini accessory things. So these are perfect stash busters, and they're great, again, things to sell, things to give. So I've made wristlet keychains, mini pouches for things like lip balms or coins, or again, even when it was COVID, all the hand sanitizers. And this is my own personal wristlet that I love. So I'm out for a walk, I pop this over my wrist. I'm never losing my keys, but it is also great then to dump it into my bag and easily find my keys in a large bag. The third thing that I use a ton of, and I have given more away than I actually own, is the pot holders and kind of separators. I'm not even sure what the correct name for it, so I'm going to say dish separators. And you can buy these at sort of kitchen specialty stores or other places, and I find they're really easy to find for like a round non-stick pot. So that's the basic one you can usually find everywhere. But you can make beautiful ones, customize them again, and Think about like the really big casserole dishes that are glass, or I have a lot of glass, stuff that has replaced my Tupperware plastic. And I use separators for all of this stuff to make it really easy to stack. It prevents scratches, you don't get any noise. So amazing for storage organization. Then my kids come and steal them all, and I have to make a whole bunch more. And I have given a ton away for gifts. So again, I make larger ones for sort of that white Corningware stack that everybody that's my age and older has. But you can really create some customizable ones that you really can't find in the stores. And so people really appreciate these as really cute, housewarming gift ideas. And I also think they'd sell like hotcakes. Now, everybody's made sort of the dishcloth, and I actually hate the dishcloth because for some reason in my head those never get clean. So that's probably just me, but the one thing that I use every single day and absolutely love, and I've made a million of them because I wash them so much they die, is the mop covers and dusting mitts. So again, think dogs, think lots of dog hair, and these are amazing because it doesn't really matter what mop you have, you will find a great tutorial. You can crochet them flat, you can crochet them in the round, you can make any number of covers for mop heads that in seconds let you whip around the house and pick up all that dog hair. You can make different textured stitches for different, lengths of hair or better dust pickup. And again, these are all eco-friendly, totally reusable, and the cotton or cotton blend ones wash really well. So again, my top number one kind of cleaning tool that I would use wouldn't be a dishcloth, it would be this. The other piece that I've really looked at is when I'm making things for the home, whether that's pillows or blankets or whatever, can I actually use that outside, or will I use it out on the patio in the summer as much as I use it indoors in the winter? And I have found surprisingly yes for a lot of this stuff. So think about if you're making, a couch organizer, whether that's going to fit on your patio furniture, because honestly, I don't want my phone sitting out in the sun. And those outdoor patio organizers are really great for, stashing your toys and yarn and households and phones and things all summer long as well, and work great. And for things like, camping chairs, if you're out to do different soccer games and stuff, those also make great gift ideas. You've got some place to slip your phone and your coffee cup, and they're amazing. And again, can also be used indoors all winter. So things like, pot hangers or pot covers, can those go out and in? Picnic blankets, again, becoming sort of patio throw, things. And it just is that you do have to consider a little bit about the materials you're going to make things out of to make them last, because I never pick them up and bring them in. They get wet in the rain. And so again, just think about, can you make this something that goes easily outside, easily in, and again, becomes a really practical thing that you are going to use all of the time. So there is a whole host of things, but probably, the arm organizers are the ones that I use a lot of and have given many, many as gifts. The one thing I will say is I made a few, kind of pilot prototypes initially for a few things, and I just used some dollar store nylon that I thought would last, and it disintegrated completely in the sun by the end of the summer. So it actually isn't the rain and the weather I find that I have to think about if I want something coming in and out, but more the sun. So just give that UV kind of look up a little bit about the material kind of expertise, depending on, again, your weather, your situation, and you will find that these things last for years and are really practical. The last big bucket that I think is huge is the car. So again, think dogs, think hair, think kids, it's messy. And I have been able to make and give away a lot of really practical crochet projects specifically made to help me keep organized in the car. So if, like me, your car only has one place for a pair of driving glasses, and you have 3 people, maybe with your kids, driving your cars, think about taking some of those early case ideas and just, kind of translating them into something that works in a car so that you can easily slip off a pair of sunglasses and slip them back on, and you've got some other storage for some extra glasses or items in the car. The one big one that I've made a lot of for other friends as well, when they saw mine, was you can easily buy those great customizable mats now for your car. Very hard to find sort of safety nets or organizers for trunks and hatchbacks. Again, with all the different models and different sizing. And these are super easy to customize with crochet. And again, very practical, very washable. We make a ton of these and everybody loves them and we use them every day. So there are a huge number of projects that, beyond the traditional sort of maybe Kleenex box, you're now thinking water bottles, hand sanitizer, dog toys, shopping bags, all sorts of things that you can make to keep that car kind of comfortable and cozy. So there you have it. That was my 8 most practical crochet projects. If people said to me, what have you made that's most functional? Those are really things that, again, didn't take a lot of yarn, used up a lot of stash to make, gave them away as gift ideas. I haven't sold them, but, probably amazing because I get so many requests for them from friends and family. So we'd love to hear in the comments, which one would you find most useful? Are there things that would make your top 8 that aren't here? Because please share those. We will get lots of great gift ideas. And as always, we love it when you subscribe and like and even share our videos like this with friends for their ideas if you think there's something that they would like, because all of the proceeds from all of our channels are going to some pretty terrific Canadian charities. And so as we get our channels up and running, we really appreciate your support as we get them up and running. Thanks as always for watching, and we look forward to giving you some new fresh ideas and talking about different topics every week.